exclusive live radar and 9-day forecast, so you'll know first. This is First Alert Weather.
So let's get right to it. New severe thunderstorm warning. You saw our map in the corner, which updated, talking about Anderson and Franklin counties until 5 o'clock. 60-mile-an-hour winds a possibility, and also 1-inch hail accompanying that with this signature or feature that we're seeing on radar. And don't forget, all these counties you see in blue now underneath that watch. And as I say, it'll probably be going until 11 o'clock to go farther east toward the Ozarks and eventually heading toward the Boot Heel of Missouri. But let's hone in on what's currently happening closer to what's close to Kansas City. Still think we're going to get some rain out of this. Still think we're going to even hear a clap of thunder or two within the 435 loop. But it looks like the signature right here for those gusty winds is right about in there, east of Emporia, west of Ottawa. I want to give you that first alert. Put a storm track on it. Quite a few lightning strikes, 800 plus. That's what Johnny was talking about, a big contrast between north, which is clear, south, which is ominous. And right now it looks like it's right on the back doorstep of Ottawa and Overbrook, heading toward Centropolis at 4:36, heading toward Peoria, Kansas until 4:53, and Osawatomie at 10 after the hour at 5 o'clock. And again, that's the severe thunderstorm warning for those two counties until 5 p.m. I've added the watch and the warning on one map so you can see that 6 o'clock for this, because it'll probably be passing in the next hour or two on the Kansas side, but still will be possibly affecting as far north as Leavenworth County and as far southeast as, say, Henry, and even down toward Benton County, which would include Warsaw. City view camera, we're splitting the difference with partly cloudy skies, 78 degrees. Winds out of the east at 14 miles an hour. That dew point starting to rise. That's an indication that we're also starting to see some of these thunderstorms trying to get closer to Kansas City. We really could use that moisture, maybe not the damage. 81 in Olathe, 82 in Ottawa, 77 in Cameron, and 80 in Odessa. Clouds and radar showing you that we're starting to see those clouds increase. But notice how the last couple of frames are showing this thing moving more to the east and southeast, bypassing Kansas City, but still within the viewing region. That's why the heads up is going out toward communities farther to our southwest on the Kansas side. And according to First Alert Future Scan, one of the models we have at our disposal here, pretty much right on the signature of what's going to happen. Still think the timeline is going to be close to 7:45, but by the time that is, it hits very close to the, or call it state line. And then as it goes farther into town, it starts to weaken just a little bit. So not necessarily as widespread, not necessarily as strong by the time 9 or 10 o'clock arrives, but still, it also looks like it'll be south of the I-70 corridor as opposed to even giving much of the Northland much of a break from the drought. Unfortunate, but true. Evening forecasts, you see the yellow triangles impacting you. 70s turning to 60s by 11 o'clock. It'll be a slow decline to temperatures because of the clouds and the rain. Exclusive First Alert 9-day forecast is going to have a better chance of more widespread rain coming in on Thursday. Pop-up or two is possible tomorrow afternoon, 63 to 82 degrees then, 78 on Thursday with a chance of more organized showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening hours. Friday, 84, chance of showers in the morning. On Saturday, 85 degrees, still unsettled weather. Mother's Day doesn't look much better. Chance of showers though, not storms. 75 then, and staying in the 70s as we go into early next week. Next chance of thunderstorms thereafter, Tuesday.